So I'm going to demonstrate one of my favourite poses, Thoracic Heart Opener. And in this pose, we're really stretching through the front of the chest, through the front of the shoulders and down the inner arms. It's a real upper body heart opening pose. And if you find that you're spending a lot of time on a computer or on your phone at the minute and your shoulders are becoming quite rounded, it's a great pose for really opening up that whole area. So in yin, we use props a lot, and that's mainly so that we can allow the body to fully release and for the body to feel supported. But in this pose, it's all about creating some height. So you don't have to have a bolster, a yoga bolster like this, but it is very useful. You can use a couple of blankets, a pillow, made into a bolster shape. The key thing is that you create this sausage shape with whatever you're using. So it may be a pillow, you may want to roll a couple of blankets, and you can go as high as you like. So I've created a bolster shape. And the higher you go with your prop, the more intense this stretch is going to be around the front of the chest. I like to use a block on the floor behind to support my head, because when we come into the pose, we're going to be leaning right back over the bolster. So it's quite nice if you're doing it for the first time just to do that and see how comfortable you feel. But you can just let the head hang over the bolster as well. So coming into the pose, place the prop about a third of the way down the mat, and I'm going to rest the back, sort of mid-back area on my bolster here, and let the shoulders wrap around the back of the bolster and aiming the crown of the head towards the block. And you can do it without the block and just have the head hanging down. Either is absolutely fine. It's whatever's going to be more comfortable. And as with any yin pose, you want to relax through the body. So just being conscious of softening through the buttocks and the belly. Just letting the legs roll out to the sides, maybe a little bit wider than hip width here. Just providing a nice strong foundation. And then to activate that intense stretch that we want through the front here, we take the arms over the head and maybe into a V shape. Just letting them rest, the hands rest on the floor behind. If that's too intense, you find that it's just really uncomfortable and you know that it's not really a position you could stay in for a little while, then just bring the arms down a bit, just more towards going out to the sides, and just see if that helps you find your sweet spot. So we're looking for a 7 out of 10 here. And discomfort is not pain, it's a dull ache, an intense stretch. And we want to soften everywhere else. Softening into the front of the chest as well, encouraging it to lengthen. And nice deep breaths. In and out through the nose. And typically, we'd hold this pose 3-5 minutes or more, really allowing this area to open. And as time passes, you might start to feel this area start to release. And you might want to move the arms just to bring back that intensity. But if you find it becomes too intense over time, then just bringing the arms back down again. And we've been in the pose for a while, so whether it's 3 or 5 minutes or more that you've chosen, you very carefully come out, just bringing the arms back down first, just lifting up the head, being careful here, just removing your props. And then we lie back in rebound. for a couple of minutes or more, just letting everything settle. Just noticing what's going on inside, how the body feels after the pose. How does it feel in the front of the chest? Can you feel sensation somewhere else? Tingling, fizzing, changes in temperature, anything at all. However subtle, just tuning in. The rebound being as important as the pose itself. Just allowing the energy to move around the body.